Good morning, everyone. How are you? Hope you're well. David here. Just a quick question. How many people look after patients who are workers and have a workplace that has lifting guidelines? I certainly see many patients who come from work sites that have workplace health and safety regulations, and of course a lot of them give advice regarding lifting technique. And here's one from Virgin Australia. What do you think about this? What message does this give to our workers? And who comes up with these guidelines? Like, what part of the industry creates infographics like this? Absolute nonsense. Like, you've got an airline, and with their millions of dollars of corporate funding, this is the best they can do. Bend your knees and keep your back straight. Now, what is fundamentally wrong with this advice? Let's compare it to this and 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 this. Like, let's just, I think I've made my point there. What's happening if we keep our back straight? And actually a lot of patients are very fearful of inclining their spine. You do actually see people with back pain trying to empty the dishwasher with a vertical straight back, and the industry is responsible for telling them this nonsense. If we proceed through life and we are keeping a straight back, whether we're doing something trivial or physically demanding, if we keep that vertical spine and we're too afraid to incline in the neutral position, our multifidus muscle, those critically important deep stabilizers, deep down, right down, hugging against the bone, they deactivate, and we then are left with moving using our large erector spinae, more superficial group of muscles. And of course, we then start to develop micro instability. Micro instability ends up causing structural changes to the joints, the motion segments, all those structural elements that we can see on our MRI scans. And they become inflamed, they activate nociceptors, and welcome to the world of chronic low back pain. Simply because we can't get this message right. And with all of our training, the industry-wide training of physical therapists, 4 years at uni, 3 years at uni, whatever it may be, we can't get this simple message right of how to keep a neutral spine, hip-centric rotation, posterior kinetic chain powered movement, unloaded knee positions, and proficiency limited range of motion, which of course is the plain and simple NeuroHab movement points of performance guideline. It's so ridiculously simple. We do not have to have, approaching 20% of our GDP going towards chronic pain health dollars, because that's effectively what's going on. So much of our GDP and expenditure, total expenditure, is dedicated towards chronic disease, of which back pain is one of the leading causes of disability in the country. It's completely and utterly preventable. All right, throw this in the bin. Just throw it in the bin. Tell your workers to start inclining with a neutral spine and use their multifidus muscle and posterior kinetic chain. All the best.